Hello guys, once again I bring good news. So fully funded graduate scholarship in the UK. As you can see on my screen, it covers full tuition stipend of over £23,000. You also get research training allowance. And this is for um, a graduate program which you can apply with even a bachelor's degree. If you have a master's already, it is good. And it's for both home and international students. The deadline is early January, and I think you should start putting your application together now because remember, there's going to be a very long Christmas holiday. Okay, this opportunity as well is available to 50, I think it's written somewhere in the beginning. So 50 fully funded studentship. So available to 50 applicants, and probably you're just one of the applicants they're looking for. So the aim of this video is to show you how to apply for the scholarship. So welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Victor once again. It is another day and we have another scholarship. In case you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. But where have you been? There are hundreds of videos already on this YouTube channel on fully funded scholarships from around the world. So look around. I'm sure you'll find something that catches your interest. If you're a returning viewer, a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. Thanks for the constant support. And I hope you find a scholarship sooner than later. So let's get into the meat of today's video. And this scholarship is at the University College London. And it is called the EPSRC Landscape Award. And as you would find out, it is in different departments and different faculties. So this is a catalog of the different faculties and departments. And this is the application, one of the application forms. I'll be talking you through the application process very soon. Let me just show you quickly the faculties. Let's scroll down. You can see there are different research projects under these different departments. So these are the different departments, and then you just click on the department you think you're interested in, on your area of interest, your area of focus. You click on it and then it shows you the relevant projects. For instance, if you're under biochemical engineering, these are the projects that you can apply for. And then you're allowed to apply for up to 5 of these projects, up to 5 of them. So let's go back to the list. It's a very long list, mostly in the STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, and I think is it mathematics or medicine? And mathematics. So check, hopefully you find something in your area of specialization. So let's go back to the application procedure. So there is a summary of what the project is all about, or what the scholarship rather is all about, and 30% of the scholarship will be awarded to international students. So if we have 50 in total, 15 of the 50 will be awarded to international applicants. Okay. So let's go. We've looked at the application requirements already, or rather the funding of the scholarship already. As you can see, fully funded tuition stipend, both home and international students for 4 years. So this is great. And then you can see the, what do they call it? I think this is like a research funding as well. So funding wise, they got you covered. They said it's for both part-time and full-time, but for an international student, you cannot apply as a part-time student. You need full-time. Let's scroll down again and get how to actually apply. So there are about not six, but rather four of them. I'll show you what they mean. There are about 4 steps. There is Form A, Form B, Form C, Form D, and you have to follow these forms sequentially. So the first form, or part A, asks for your basic data, like your country of origin, where you did your undergrad, biodata, basic information about you. I filled the Form A already. And as you can see, it's just very Just very simple questions about yourself. There are about 6 tabs. Nothing difficult here. I just want to know you better, your nationality, your age, your country, your student status, and also recommendation letters. And they said something very interesting here, that if you are recommending someone, make sure the person has an institution email address. So nothing like Gmail or Yahoo Mail or Hotmail. The person you're writing your recommendation letter should have at universityoflagos.com, you know, Professor ABC at university.lagos.com or something like that, an institutional email and not a general email like Yahoo or Gmail. I hope that is clear. And from here, I think you need two. I think, yeah, it's two recommendation letters. And things about diversity. Great. And then where you learnt about the scholarship. So it's just very simple questions, nothing difficult. After you fill this, then you move to, let's go back to the page. After you fill this one, then you move to Form B. So Form B, there's no link to Form B here because it is after you filled Form A that you'll be sent a link to Form B and Form C and Form D. So for this Part B, it would come with an acknowledgement of completing Part A. You get Part B in your email, and then Part B will be requesting for your CV and things like transcripts and other documents that you might need. Then Part C, also in the acknowledgement email from finishing Part A, it would also come with a link. So the acknowledgement email will come with a link for Part B and Part C. Part C will ask you some critical questions like, why do you intend to apply for this course? What is your research background? What do you intend to do in future? Why this university? Why this course? Those kinds of questions. We'll look at them shortly. Then Part D once again will ask for more information about your referees. More information about your referees. So remember, you have to fill just first Part 1 and then the link to Part B, or I mean you first fill Part A and then the link to Part B, Part C, Part D will be sent to you in the acknowledgement letter. I hope that's clear. So let's scroll down. What else? So do you apply to the university as well? Do you apply for the course differently? The answer is after you're shortlisted. Here is a timetable of the shortlist and the interviews, when they will take place and when you get your nomination. So after you've received your nomination, that is when you go to the application portal and apply for the course on the UCL page. So it means you deal with the scholarship first, and then when you're nominated, you're then advised to apply for one of the courses. So I hope this is clear. It's written here in the information. So let's scroll down a little bit more. So these are some of the questions they would ask in the Part C. You can see here the motivation for a doctoral research. You can see you want to become a thought leader in your field, and also discuss the specific questions in your field that you intend to address, and maybe issues like what do you intend to do after the degree? Probably become a professor or or a researcher in your field, or even go to the private sector. Use your knowledge you've gained to go to the private sector, to commercialize your knowledge, so something like that. So they also give like the word limit of the different questions they'll be asking in the Part C. And there you go. So you might ask, oh, can I apply with just a bachelor's? The answer is yes. For most departments on the catalog, remember the catalog I mentioned earlier? For most departments on the catalog, you can apply directly with a bachelor's. So let's go to the catalog once again and demonstrate what I mean. So this is the catalog. And imagine I'm interested in information studies. I want to apply for information studies through this scholarship. So there are 3 projects here for information studies. And I don't know whether I've mentioned this already, but you can apply to up to 5. So we can go to the main page just to verify that you can apply to up to 5 of them. Let's see if I can get that information. And go, let me scroll quickly. When did I get that information? I know there's somewhere they mentioned 5 courses, but I can't. Yes, it's here. Project availability. So this can apply to any of the projects listed in the project catalog. You may apply to a maximum of 5 projects, so up to 5. So then let's return to the information studies. So here there are 3 projects and the names of the projects are already here. You can click on the project to get more information about what they're all about. So there's a summary of each project. So what it means is that I can apply for all these 3 because the maximum is 5. But before I even do that, before I do this, let me go to the Department of Information Studies and see the applications requirements. Okay. So I think I'm here, Information Studies, and let's go to Study with Us. So Study with Us, Information Studies, and then let's go to PhD Studies. So PhD Studies, Information Studies, applying, Department of Information Studies, applying for a PhD. This is the basic information. There's also a catalog to get more information about the application's requirements. So here it is, a UK bachelor's degree or its equivalent, or a recognized taught master's degree. So a master's is not compulsory, but could be a good addition. So you need the equivalence of a UK bachelor's. So it means if you get a bachelor's from Ghana, from Nigeria, from Egypt, that's good enough. Usually a 2-1 or past second class. So that's good enough. And if you have a master's, it's even better. Even better. So we can check the English language requirement soon. But first of all, let me type in here my country, Nigeria. I'll select my country, Nigeria, and see what it comes up with. Okay, so Nigeria. Okay, so it's saying a bachelor's, which requires a 2-1 and alternatively a master's. So it means with the bachelor's you can apply for this scholarship. So I did mention earlier the English language test requirements. So you can click on this page and it takes you to where you can get more information about the English language test exams and exemptions. So if you scroll down to the page, you will see what they call English majority speaking countries. Unfortunately, my country, Nigeria, is here, so I wouldn't have to write any of the English language test. So countries UCL, University College London, considers majority English speaking. So Nigeria is there. Good, I have that sorted. No English language test for me. So once again, just to reiterate, if I wanted to apply for this, I would apply for these 3 courses by first starting from, let's go to the main page. First starting from here, link to part 1. So link to part 1, this is the link. And then I'll fill this form. And then when the form is submitted, I'll get a link to part B, part C, part D. So this is part A. I sometimes call it part 1. So please do not get confused. It's the same thing. So part A, let's use the right name, the designated name. You submit this form, then they send you an acknowledgement email with links to part B, part C, and take part D as well. So let's just scroll down to make sure. For Part D, if a candidate nominates you as a referee in the application form, you will receive an email asking you to comment on the abilities on this candidate suitability. So these are the issues or the factors your referee should mention. Things about critical thinking, independent collaborative work, written and oral communication skills, ability to organize workload, data analysis. So if anybody is writing your application, your reference letter rather, for your application, kindly inform them to have these points in mind. This might just be the boost you need to clinch this opportunity. Okay. In case you need help with these essays, the essays I'm referring to are the essays in Part C. There is a video on my channel on how to write statement of purpose and scholarship essays. Look at any of those videos. I think they will help you to gather your thoughts and write a compelling essay on these questions. Okay, that is it, guys. Fully funded graduate scholarships at the prestigious University College London. And as you can see, this scholarship contains or covers everything. Your tuition is covered, your stipend is covered, your research grant is covered for the next 4 years for both home and international students, usually full time, especially if you're an international student, based on academic merit, prospective students alone, and the deadline is in January. Remember, there's a long Christmas break in between, so please try to submit as soon as possible. And that is it, guys. I hope this was useful. As usual, I cannot wait to celebrate you. So get to work, and I'll see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now. Cheers.